Hey everyone, welcome back to OCD Recovery's YouTube channel, where today I'm going to talk about how to handle your hardest days, which you will have a lot of them. You'll have months, weeks of them, potentially years of them, depending on how long you've been stuck for. What I did and what I had to learn during those hard moments, why they will bring you to your knees, why there's an element of surrendering that you need to do when you're going throughout this process. Before you go any further, please subscribe. Hit that like button down below. Again, that is phil@ocdrecovery.com. Let me know what you think about this. This is a really important video because we all have many low moments, no matter what your fear is, no matter what you're dealing with, whether it's OCD, PTSD, GAD, panic disorder, body dysmorphic disorder. You're not suffering with any mental health disorder and loss of a loved one or something like that. Bankruptcy, people have been brought to their knees, and it's very, very difficult for people to wrap their head around this and what's needed to actually push yourself to get better in those moments. So the most important thing that you want to build is the skill of just allowing yourself to feel completely overwhelmed. That's not going to come easy. It's going to be very difficult to allow yourself to feel all those different emotions, regardless of what they are. Shame, guilt, anxiety, panic. It's going to have to wash over you and completely bring you to your knees. And it's something that I didn't do well for the first couple of years. As time went on, I got better and better at it, but it took me a while to really build the resilience of I need to take this one day at a time and just allow myself to feel like complete shit. Which leads into the second most important piece is whilst you're allowing it to wash over you, imagine yourself sitting at the break of waves, and the waves are like you're just sitting there like they kind of put the Navy SEALs. They put them there and they just let the cold water smash over them, smash over them, smash over them. You know, and always in their mouth and their eyes, and you're in all your clothes, you're freezing cold. And it's allowing that to wash over you, as the second part is building your structure in your life. So you're going back to work. There is no right time. The quicker you get back to work, the better. I know how scary that feels. Getting back into exercising in the gym, eating 3 square meals a day, taking care of yourself in that way, working on your communication skills, small things. But you hear a lot of people that say, take your time, take your time, take your time. But there's truth in this, but there's also misconceptions in this. There's going to be areas on your journey where you're going to have to break through plateaus regardless of how you're feeling. You're going to have to break down those doors. I always talk about OCD like a hallway. Door 1 is you're just starting. Door 10 opens the door to recovery in a very rudimentary, easy way to say it. Every single door has something new that you have to get towards. And a lot of people will say, well, I'll just take my time. But you die soon. In the grand scheme of human existence, you die sooner than later. I mean, you really do. Even if you're 21 years old, you're going to be dead in 80 years, unless AI figures out a way to keep us alive forever. But chances are you're going to be dead in a few decades. And it's important to remind yourself of that. So you hear people that say, I'm going to take my time, I'm going to take my time. They're 23. I'm 27. I'm not ready yet. I'm not yet ready yet. They're 41. You are going to have to take your time with balance, but you are going to have to push yourself more than you want to in many different ways. And I had to do that. I had to push myself. I built a business. I went to the gym. I went hiking, all while chronically suffering 24/7. I had to. There was no other way. I had to push myself forward. You can do this too. It seems impossible. I'm telling you, there's no better time to push yourself than right now. And you can do it, because the more you wait for the opportune moment, the more OCD will go past you. I cannot tell you how important it was for me to use those first and 2 examples, letting it wash over me like a wave, and then building my resilience by building my structure. That helped part 3 change my belief system whilst I worked on that, not in the moments of despair, which you will do. You will compulsively dispute. You will compulsively break things down. We all do it, but that's not what I want you to do. Let's say, okay, I'm disputing Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. after work or after my kids or with the husband or whatever, any example, or in that time, I'm going to sit down for 20 minutes and I'm going to dispute. I'm going to dispute on paper. And I'm going to do that Monday through Friday for a month off, month on, month off, for a couple months straight, 6, 7, 8 months. Whatever it may be, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds of disputing, coasting, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 1 month on, 1 month off, etc. And when you're not disputing, you don't need to break down a bunch of beliefs in your mind. You can just live your life. You can just build that and bring it for the ride. But in those moments, you will need some hopeful reminders of time. We're not talking about mantras. We're not talking about talking back and breaking down beliefs in the moment. You're going to need those, hey, look, this hasn't been working for me. This is what I got to do if I want to move forward. You can do this. You can break this down. You can take it day by day. You can let the feelings to wash over you. You can do it. I've done it. You can do it too. I promise you there is freedom on the other side of doing this. I am so passionate about this because I know there is no such thing as treatment resistant. There's only treatment resistant belief systems, people who are just at certain aspects of their journey and behaviors they don't want to change. Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Let me know what you think. Hope to hear from you soon. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.